sweet sweet, melt the fat away, whatever it is. Baby, I don't know why I thought I could eat some cereal and lose 5 pounds. Is there such thing as losing weight without having to work out? Yes. Yeah. What made us think that we could just slap on the waist eraser and just go and sit down and lose weight? Girl. Hey girl, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Bianca. I am a fitness enthusiast. I am the owner, founder of its.beunca. I am a mom of 2 little boys. I'm 30, so I'm a solo mom. 2 little boys. Okay, girl. I work professionally in a corporate setting. I lead a team of people. Girl, I am a child of God. I am a sister in faith. I am your best friend. Girl, we can chat. Girl, I am your home girl. And baby, today I'm about to give you the tea. Okay, today I'm about to give you the tea. I'm about to spill the beans. I'm about to put the girls on it. I'm about to let them know what made us think that. Did y'all think that? I don't know if you guys thought that, but I definitely thought that. Like, what made us think that we could just slap on the waist eraser and just go and sit down and lose weight? Why do we think that? I don't know why we ever thought that. But I definitely thought that. I don't know if y'all thought that. Girl, me and my best friend, we definitely thought that. Around, what was that, 2013, 2014, baby, my second time trying to really lose weight. Girl, that's when it was really big with like Keisha Kayor. She had came out with her waist eraser, or by that time it had been out like a couple of years. But anyway, baby, we would see Keisha cooking, we would see Keisha working out, right? Now, I don't know why we decided to ignore the working out, but we would see all these girls in their little waist cincher, their little waist snatcher, whatever you want to call it, their sweet sweet, melt the fat away, whatever it is, you name it, baby, whatever it was. Why do we think that we could just wear that, sit down, not do any exercise, not eat right, not take care of our bodies, and lose weight? Why do we think that? Girl, I don't know why we thought that. But anyways, like I just told you guys, I'm a fitness enthusiast. I literally have probably had to lose weight about 5 times now. The first time in high school, when I got to college, right outside of college, after my first kid, after my second kid. Yeah, that's 5 times. This has been over a course of 12 years. So yeah, I definitely am not an expert by any means. Like I said, I'm a fitness enthusiast, okay? I love talking to you guys about what I did to lose weight, what that looked like the first time I lost weight in high school versus now after having 2 kids. I'm in my 30s, well, I'm 30s, right? So I'm approaching my 30s. I'm in my 30s, girl, I'm 30. Oh, I can't believe I'm 30. But yeah, so that's what it is. And that's what I'm here to talk to you guys about. So if you don't know by now, I literally just did all the hard work. I did all of the hard work for you guys. I took all of my trials. I took all of the things that I got right, losing weight. Took all of the things that, you know, didn't really work out, or I wasted my time pretty much losing weight. I put all of those things together, and I did research. I put science behind it. Y'all know me, baby. I'm gonna put some science behind it, okay? I'm gonna put some science behind it. I'm gonna do my research. I did my research so that you guys didn't have to. So if you don't know, okay, I have an athleisure line set. It's called its.beunca. You know, it's just a line of workout sets. So if you guys want to go check those out, then go over, head on to the website, and you guys can take a look at that. Also on the website is our Girls Club guide to a more sustainable weight loss, okay? And that is what I'm going to be talking to you guys about. So it's really just a weight loss guide of, you know, just basic fat loss science, you know, really breaking down what even is a carbohydrate, what even is a carbohydrate. Like, what does all this mean? Because the thing about it is if you've never had to lose weight before, if you've pretty much been skinny like your entire life, you've never had to lose weight before, you don't know the first thing about losing weight, you don't know how to lose weight, you don't know what to do, what to eat, what that looks like, what that structure looks like, what really works best for you. If you don't know those things, girl, I've already made the dummy proof version, the watered down version of the basic stuff, what you need to know. And I put it in a ebook, which is also available on the website. So if you want to go check that out, girl, go check that out. And if not, if you just want to stick around and listen to me yap, and give you the tea about what's in the book at a very high level, girl, I don't mind. That's why I'm here. Okay, I'm here to put you on. I am here to let you know what we're going to be talking about. Also, with that guide is also a 3-week meal plan, how I've structured the meals, as well as an 11-day smoothie detox, which we're going to be getting into, girl. Not on part 1. I pretty much decided to break this series out and make it, into parts, and the parts are based on the chapters that are in the weight loss guide. So, chapter 1, like keeping it simple, basic fat loss science, right? Just kind of things about that, baby. And I really love the book so much because it's really like a girl chat. Like how I'm sitting here right now talking to you guys like this is how I'm talking to you guys in the book, but it flows, okay? So that's what we're gonna be talking about. And girl, like, let me just start off by saying, like, I have never been skinny, okay? Meaning that I wasn't born skinny. Like, genetically, it's not in my DNA to just be skinny. I'm not a naturally skinny person. That's not by any means my genetic makeup, my genetic build. And I think that a lot of the times people don't do enough talking about genetics. Genetics play a huge role in, if a woman has more lean muscle mass over the next woman, if one woman has more, fat cells than the next woman, if, one woman's metabolism is able to break that food down into energy faster, quicker, more efficiently than the next person, obviously that individual would be smaller than the woman who's bigger. Like, I don't think that we give ourselves enough grace, ladies. And men, if you watching this, it's kind of really for the ladies, but you can listen too. Like, I'm interested to hear everybody's thoughts. I just really think that we should give ourselves a little bit more grace when we are considering our weight loss journey. Also, girl, I can't even tell you the number of things that I've done to try to lose weight. I've done, everything as far as the Special K 5-pound challenge. I know that was really big one point in time where they were advertising it like you could just eat the cereal and then you would lose weight. That's kind of how they were advertising it, along with clean eating as well, baby. I don't know why I thought I could eat some cereal and lose 5 pounds. I don't know. I've done, crash dieting. I've done, silly things like not eat anything all day or eat a bag of chips and think that I was gonna lose weight. I've done diet pills. I've done, kickboxing, fitness kickboxing. I've been running. I've done, I've been the person to go to the gym and spend 40 minutes to 50 minutes to an hour on the elliptical. Child, I was really skinny. But that's what I'm saying. I've literally done it all, and it's been over a span of 10 to 12 years that I could come here and talk to you guys about. I definitely have experience. I definitely have, weight in the game, backed by science as well, backed by the research that I've already done to kind of come on here and talk to you guys and give you my personal story. Like I said, the women in my family are genetically, bigger. We have bigger arms, we have broader shoulders, wider shoulders, we have bigger backs, we got back rolls, we got, the little ham hocks under the arms, baby. We got them big, thick thighs, we got some boobies, we got, like, the women in my family are really thick, so I definitely wasn't born skinny by any means. So if you're watching that and you have thought that, looking at past videos of me working out, or looking at my social media or anything like that, TikTok, beunca.com, whatever, I'm not naturally skinny, girl. That was work, okay? That was work put in with diet and also with exercise. So, and with all of that, it has to be easy, repeatable, and enjoyable. And that's a term that somebody that I follow on YouTube actually coined. His name is Dr. Mike Diamonds, and he kind of coined this term, E-R-E. He calls it easy, he calls it repeatable, and he calls it enjoyable. I think that that's kind of where I want to start the video off, because if it's not sustainable, then it's not something that you're going to be doing. So, this really is a video about me yapping, us having chit chat, us having girl talk about losing weight, because girl, you cannot put on no Keisha K or waist trainer, you cannot put on no J Scope, you cannot put on no Sweet Sweat, you cannot put on the off brand from Amazon, you cannot put on nothing and just go sit down and lose weight. That does not exist. So if you were ever like me and you thought that does not exist, okay? You cannot eat whatever you want, not work out, slap on your waist trainer, go wash some dishes and dust the baseboards and lose weight. It does not work like that. So let me tell you exactly how it does work, because it has to be easy, it does have to be repeatable, and it does have to be enjoyable, right? Something that you can sustain, something that you can do Monday through Saturday. You know, if you decide to give yourself an off day, it has to be that. Because let me just tell you this, I'm not the type of person, you know, like one of my favorite ladies that I follow online, her name is Keisha Collins. Baby, Keisha be eating celery with some peanut butter on it, with some raisins on it. Girl, I'm not gonna eat that. I don't wanna eat that. I'm not gonna eat that, you know, and I don't have to eat that. Now, do I have a lot more body fat than Keisha? Yeah, but you know, you have to pick and choose, right? So the things that I enjoy, the things that work for me may not be the things that you enjoy, and may not be the things that work for you, right? You may wanna eat the celery with the tuna on top with the raisins. I know that I'm not gonna wanna get up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and eat that. So for me, that's not gonna be realistic, it's not gonna be repeatable, and it's not gonna be easy, and it's not gonna be enjoyable. So that's just breaking the acronym. So I don't want to do that. But instead, you know, I have put together, you know, in the weight loss guide, in the book, you know, things that I do enjoy eating, and, you know, what my breakfast does look like on a day-to-day basis. You know, I'm still having my coffee, you know, I'm still able to eat grits if I want to, you know, bacon if I want to. Baby, I ain't never cut out fried chicken in no diet. No diet. And you can ask my best friend. I've not cut out fried chicken. And again, guys, all of these things that I'm saying, you know, if I do substitute that for something else, then would I have seen results faster? Will you see results faster? Yeah, like, you know, but fried chicken is just something that I really enjoy. I don't overdo it. And, you know, it's something that I could work in, you know, with the salad, and I will have a balanced diet. I'm happy, my body's happy, we happy, okay? So I also want to talk a little bit about this idea that we have as women, as weight loss beginners, and that's really what all of these little chit chats are about. You know, about losing weight, or thinking that you can lose weight one time in your life and then you never have to lose weight again. Like, that doesn't really exist. And let's talk about it a little bit, okay? Let's talk about it a little bit. Why does that not exist? Why is that no such thing? There's no such thing as, you know, you lose weight one time, right? So you did all of your exercising, you made sure that you practice clean eating habits, you fasted a little bit, you detoxed a little bit, you do all the things, you drop 30 pounds, you drop 50 pounds, and, you know, all of a sudden you just think you don't have to do any of that anymore, and then the weight is just gonna stay off. Girl, no. No, it does not work like that, baby. If you do all the things and you immediately revert back to eating Krispy Kreme donuts, and you immediately revert back to eating Oreos, you know, drinking Coke and Sprite and the strawberry lemonade at Wendy's, baby, yeah, them pounds is gonna rack right back up really quickly, really quickly. The pounds are gonna rack right back up, and it's gonna be quicker and easier to gain the weight back than it took you to lose the weight, discipline yourself, and pick up those clean eating habits and body movement disciplines and routine along the way, right? You're definitely gonna pick up the weight faster than it took you to lose the weight, okay? So that is no such thing. That is why this whole thing is like a mindset shift. Like, it really brings me, it makes me feel good knowing that I'm putting good food into my body. Like, I'm fueling my body, I'm putting good food into my body. You know, the food that I'm eating is leafy, it's green, it's colorful, you know, it has protein, you know, it's giving me, you know, what I need to sustain my body, to fuel my body throughout the day. It's keeping me fuller for a longer period of time. You know what I'm saying? It makes me feel good knowing that I can go to the gym, knowing that, you know, if I had a bad day at work, I could go run it off in the gym, clear my mind, you know, release some endorphins, you know, just kind of all of that. Like, I really enjoy going to the gym, and you know, being healthy is really about 80% what you eat and 20% exercise or body movement. And we'll get into that a little bit, you know, the difference between exercise and body movement. But, you know, just this first time around, I think the first time I ever lost weight, I think I lost 30 pounds. I think I was like 160 in 2012, I think 2012, 2013, kind of my senior year, right before I graduated, I had got really skinny. So that was probably 2011, 2012, because I graduated high school in 2012. But you know, that was the time where I was really crashing it out on the elliptical, like the person to be on the elliptical for 40 minutes at a time. Would I be able to do that today? Yeah, but you know, I don't know if I would really want to. Is there such thing as losing weight without having to work out? Yes. Absolutely there is, right? Because we just said 80% is eating and 20% is, you know, exercise. So if that's the case, then you really have to be on top of what it is that you're eating, you know, and what that looks like. And I think that I did a really good job in the book breaking out, you know, a whole structure and an outline, and we'll probably get to that in part 5 of this series that we're talking about, this Girls Club Guide to a More Sustainable Weight Loss, right? That's what we're talking about. And you know, can you lose weight without having to exercise or without body movement? Yeah, absolutely you can, but you really have to be on top of what you're eating. The science behind that is this whole theory of like BMR, right? Your basal metabolic rate, BMR, and just what that means is how much lean muscle mass you have in ratio with like your body fat percentage, right? Don't ask me what my BMR is today, right? Because I can't tell you. And also a part of my ERE, easy, repeatable, enjoyable, is not being hyper fixated on all of the itty bitty little numbers, right? Do I count calories or have I counted calories? Yeah, sure, absolutely. And we'll talk about that in another part of the video series. But right now, here today, what I'm talking to you about is just introducing the stuff that we don't even know about as beginner weight loss, right? Having to lose weight for the first time, you really, you know, have to know what this stuff is, right? What are all these terms? What do all these terms mean? And your BMR is something that's really important because like I just said, how much lean muscle mass do you have in comparison to body fat, right? So if your body fat is outweighing, or you know, the ratio of your body fat is higher than the ratio of lean muscle mass that you have in your body, right? Then your metabolism essentially is slower, right? So like I just said, there are some women in this world whose metabolism is faster than other women, and some of that is genetic. Some of that is, you know, them training their bodies with their eating habits, you know, clean eating so many years now that they've, you know, kind of helped to speed up their metabolism. And that is what we're trying to do. That's what we essentially want. The whole idea behind losing weight without having to exercise at all is how many calories can your body naturally burn on its own by itself without having to exercise, right? So right now, sitting here talking to you guys, I'm in a resting state. In this resting state, how many calories, or you know, what's the number of calories that my body is able to burn, right? Because essentially calorie is energy, right? It's a unit of energy. So how much energy am I able to burn right now just sitting here naturally, not having worked out, right? That is our BMR, and that is what is so important. I also think that it's really important for us to know as beginners that muscle burns more calories than fat. And that is really important, right? Because if you are in the gym, right, and if you are working out, and if you are, you know, gaining muscle mass, right, then that means that your BMR ratio is going to strengthen, right? And so that means that, you know, once upon a time, if you had, you know, more fat cells and now you have more lean muscle mass, essentially your body is going to be burning more calories than it would, you know, in a resting state if you had more fat cells. And I hope that makes sense. Let me go get my charger. Hold on. Okay, girl, we are back. And I was wondering if I was gonna be able to talk to y'all while this camera was on the charger, and baby, I can. So let's pick up where we left off, right? Because the notes, right? Because this is not information that I just, you know, came up with by myself, right? This is information that I've researched, right? I've read the Metabolic Renewal. I follow Dr. Mike Diamonds. I did a ton of Google research. I read Badass Body Goals by Habitat Nest, right? I've done all of those things. I've read all of that information. I've done my studying, right? And so just specifically, right, the amount of lean muscle mass to fat ratio in your body, the higher the rate at which it burns calories naturally, right? And so obviously we just talked about genetics, and obviously, you know, we talked about, you know, are we able to lose weight without working out? Yes, we can. We also talked about how clean our eating habits would have to be, right, if we're not working out. So that means that, girl, you're not eating cookies, you're not drinking sugary drinks, we're not drinking our calories, things like that. And so really the whole idea behind it is having to trick the metabolism. And let's just talk about that a little bit, because let's just say you're like me. You're like me and genetically you thick, okay? Genetically you have a slower metabolism. Genetically you could probably stand to put on a little bit more lean muscle mass, okay? And I'll try to find some pictures of, you know, what I've looked like previously. I haven't always looked, you know, how I look today, and even today I could stand to lose a bit more weight. But, you know, I think that we should think about, or we should learn, and if you don't already know this, you know, this will be the first time that you're hearing this information. So, you know, girl, welcome, okay? Here you go. Now you'll know our metabolism is basically just like the sum of all the reactions that happen within our body throughout the day on a day-to-day basis, okay? So all of those things that happen within our body. And so what we really want to do is, one, we want to speed up our metabolism, or help our body, you know, as much as we can, right, to speed up our metabolism. And one of the ways that we can do that is kind of by tricking the metabolism with, you know, the foods that we eat, you know, the ratio of calorie or whatever it is that you choose to count, track, or keep up with, you know, how often we're eating, the intervals, like, right, the number of hours in between the last meal or the last time that we ate. Not eating really large meals every single time we eat. Girl, I don't know who came up with the concept of every single time you eat, it's gotta be a meal. It does not have to be a full meal every single time that you eat. Sometimes we could just drink a little water, snack on a little fruit, and keep it going, right? Sometimes we can drink a protein smoothie, follow that with a bottle of water, and then keep it going, right? And so that's the thing, just making sure that we're not overeating, making sure that we're tricking the metabolism, right? So we're paying attention to how often we're eating, right? And we're doing that in time intervals. So we're paying attention or keeping up with the time. And this is something that really helped me, because in the beginning, I used to have to, oh, okay, it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Let me go ahead and eat my food. Oh, it's 4 hours later. So, okay, so now it's 12 o'clock. Let me go ahead and eat my snack. Or, oh, okay, so now it's 4 p.m. Okay, right? And so there we are with those 4-hour windows. And even if you just do a random Google search, girl, it'll tell you that typically the average individual or the average woman typically gets hungry every 3.5 to 4 hours. Exactly. So at first, when you are having to lose weight, or you're overeating, you're used to overeating, you're used to eating too much damn food, girl, okay? You are eating too frequently, and you're eating too big of meals too frequently. And I hope that makes sense. So in order to trick your body, right, we want to be giving the body what it needs. We want to be giving the body protein. We want to be giving the body just enough food or fuel, right, to kind of get us to the next interval of eating, get us to the next 4 hours. And surprisingly or not, you guys will be really surprised. In the beginning, will you be hungry a little bit? Yes, because you're used to overeating. Your body is used to receiving a whole bunch of food that it really, honestly, guys, does not need every single time that you eat. And what's really surprising is when you really get to tricking your metabolism and your body gets more accustomed to that, and it's, you know, months down the line or weeks down the line or years down the line even. Right now, I just say that to say, now here it is. I don't have to keep up with the time. Now my body naturally is on that schedule of I eat at 8 a.m. or I have my coffee and I have my apple, or, 4 hours later, then I may have, I don't know, some protein yogurt, prebiotic yogurt. I may have a smoothie, or I may, eat a small snack. Then, 4 hours later, I may, right? And so we really break those things down in the book, giving you what it is that I eat on a day-to-day basis that helped me to drop 30 pounds, 50 pounds, 20 pounds, right? And guys, that's great. And all of that comes with, being able to use the food that we eat to fuel our bodies, to give us energy, to help build lean muscle mass, which is going to be that protein, and making sure that we're not overeating, and making sure that we are, in a sense, tricking our metabolism so that it can be looking forward to the next time that we're going to eat. Right? So our body is a machine, baby. We have to keep fueling it, right? We don't want to eat too much food and be lethargic and sit down and we're not eating until the next 6 hours and then we're not working out. And see, that's what I'm saying. So if you're going to take the approach of trying to lose weight without exercise, then you really want to make sure that your eating is up there. That your eating is clean, that it's high protein, that it's fibrous, that you are able to convert your food into energy, that you're helping your body more than you are setting yourself back. I had 2 kids, okay? And nobody really talks enough about, I hope I have some mamas on here. I hope y'all got more kids than me. Even if you only got 1 kid, right? I only got 2, but I hope there are some moms on here who can, put their stories in the comments that can attest to the same thing. No one really talks about enough how weak your body is after you have kids. Like, after I had kids both times, first of all, let me preface and say this. Let me give y'all the tea. I had Tatum in 2020, okay? He's a pandemic baby. I gained 50 pounds. When I gave birth to Tatum, I literally stepped on the scale. I was like 199. 1 pound away from 200 pounds. Oh my gosh. So not only am I feeling, or experiencing low self-esteem, girl, then my pelvic floor is weak, okay? So not only that, my pelvic floor is weak, my abdomen, muscles are split apart from each other. One's over here, one's over here. My pelvic floor is weak, right? I barely can even lift up my legs. I'm bleeding, I'm trying, all of the things, girl. And nobody tells you how weak your body is after having a baby. Excuse me, I think that they tell you, but there should be more emphasis there and there should be reiteration there. And I remember just, having low self-esteem and really wanting to get back in the gym and, being like overwhelmed with the fact that, oh my gosh, like I was 145 before I gave birth to this kid, or I was 139 before I gave birth to this kid, and now I'm almost 200 pounds. And that's not to say that giving birth is not a blessing, it's not a beautiful thing, it's not like a natural life event, because girl, it is all of those things. But it's also okay, I want to feel good about myself. I want to be strong. I want to be able to do the same things that I was able to do right before I had these babies. So how do we get back to that? And if we're talking about our bodies being able to naturally burn calories in a resting state without exercise, but also speaking about, okay, but we need lean muscle mass, is it doable? Yes. But you'll be able to achieve those results quicker if you do add in, a little body movement or, exercising. And so for me now, I try to do a lot of body strength training. So, I am doing planks to try to strengthen my abdomen, my upper body, my pelvic floor. I'll do variations of planks. I'll do side planks, I'll do forearm planks. I'll just do a lot of things that I do right now, you know, I don't do a lot of heavy weightlifting. But you know, if you were once losing weight, to kind of put things into perspective, if you were once losing weight or in the gym, and let's just say you were doing, you know, weights, whether that was light weights, heavy weights, whatever, you are increasing your lean muscle mass, which in a sense, you're increasing your BMR, your basal metabolic rate, right? So you're increasing the turnover and how quickly your body is able to break down those foods into energy, right? And to build that lean muscle mass while you're in a resting state. So let's just say a lot of the times if you see a mom who was pregnant and working out during her pregnancy, after she had the baby, because baby, I didn't work out during my pregnancy. I don't know how they did that. God bless the women who did do that. I was not able to do that at all. But obviously after she has that baby, you know, she would be able to burn more calories naturally in a resting state because of all of the lean muscle mass that she had put on prior to, or even, you know, while pregnant, right? So during pregnancy. So I just kind of wanted to put some things into perspective. And I'm a mom, guys, so I really am very passionate when I talk from that place of being a mom, you know, getting back to, you know, your healthiest self, wellness, things that make moms feel good. I remember just being so low and I could not wait to start back working out and just feeling really frustrated because my body was so weak, my pelvic floor was so weak, I could barely lift my legs, you know, surely, you know, I couldn't go run a mile, you know, so having a setback in those areas can be really discouraging for a mom. So if you've ever experienced that, just know that you're not alone. I've definitely went through that. And then y'all, not to mention that the second baby that I had, Jace, I had him 2 years later in 2022, had him gain 50 pounds, stepped on the scale and was 197. So here I am again in another position where I'm having to lose 50 pounds, and guys, that is just the worst feeling ever. Maybe not the worst feeling ever. There are definitely more worse feelings than that, but it just sucks knowing that 50 pounds, that could be a lot of weight, especially, you know, if you're a beginner weight loss mom, you just had a baby, you've never really had to do this before. Girl, I am here to help. You're not by yourself and it is very doable. Just be patient and give yourself some time. Wrap up that portion. Yes, you can do that, but exercise is an accelerator, right? You know, and then not only that, but you feel good. You know, release endorphins. You get to breathe. You gain mental clarity by, you know, working out, going on a walk, whatever it is. So I read this book, girl. I read this book. It was called Badass Body Goals by Habitat Nest. I'll make sure that I link it down below. But that book did a really good job of breaking down and really defining, you know, lean muscle mass, muscles, how to gain more muscles. If you add resistance, then your muscles will grow quicker. You'll have more muscle mass, and the different types of cardiovascular exercises that you needed, right? Cardio, the type of cardio that you needed in order to burn body fat in congruency with building muscle mass, and for the right type of body type and person. And girl, y'all just gonna have to go read it, okay? Like I told you, I did all of that so that I can put together a little cheat sheet guide, an ebook for you guys, so that you wouldn't go have to do all that reading. But if you're like me and you seek knowledge and you just want to know that knowledge, then go read that book. It's in the description. I'll put it down below. That book did a really good job also with, you know, telling or highlighting that for 2.5 hours after you work out, your body is still burning calories, okay? So and what do they call that? Let me see. 2.5 hours post-workout is the time that it takes for the body to restore itself back to its pre-exercise levels. See, this is why I have my notes, because like I said, I did not make all of this stuff up. I went and researched to put facts behind real life experience. So I have the real life experience, I have the anecdote, right? And I'm just putting all of this together behind facts, right? But anyways, guys, there's a word for this. But anyways, what it talks about is, okay, after I get off of work, I go to the gym, do my normal little 1-2 set. If I decide to add exercise in addition to the 80% of the clean eating, right? If I'm exercising, for 2.5 hours after I'm exercising, my body is still burning calories. So with that being said, when I get done eating, that's why. Has it been 4 hours yet? Girl, are we in the next window? Is it the next time interval to eat? So, you know, as we begin to think about those things, and that's gonna be in part 5. So you wanna make sure that you're really keeping up with the series, because in part 5, we're gonna talk about what that structure looks like. What that structure looks like for a high schooler versus, you know, a stay-at-home mom versus, you know, a person that's on the go. But after you go work out, 2.5 hours after your gym session, you're still burning calories. What do you want to eat, right? You want to eat protein. You want to eat that protein to make sure that you are helping your body to build up those muscles, right? More muscle mass. The more muscle mass we have, the more lean muscles that we have. You know, we're growing muscle or getting more muscle mass, in addition to helping our bodies to burn off more fat instead of muscle, helping our bodies to burn more fat. So the whole idea behind tricking the metabolism, girl, that's how we're gonna do it. That's how we're gonna get the ball rolling. That's how we're gonna get the whoop-de-whoop going on. That's how we're gonna get started. That's how we're gonna get prepared and prepped. And I really hope that, you know, the beginning part of this series really kind of helped you guys. Again, this is not for the weight loss gurus, okay? If you're a weight loss guru and you're a fitness junkie and this is not for you, okay? Kindly. This is for the girl who doesn't know where to start. You know, you literally have no idea that by you drinking that can of Sprite, you're gaining 230 calories, wasted calories, calories that are not even fueling your body with energy, not helping to build your muscles, not helping to cinch that waistline. If anything, it's expanding that waistline. So if we haven't learned anything from this video, we learned that, one, you cannot put your waist trainer on and not exercise and eat Oreos and sit around all day and lose weight. It don't happen like that. We learned that we need to be building muscle mass, and in order to build muscle mass, we need to be either upping our protein and or in the gym. We learned that we can lose weight without exercise, but in order to do so, our 80% really needs to be clean. We learned that we need to tailor our eating intervals for a time that works for us, typically 3.5 to every 4 hours. And we learned that after our workout or post-workout, for 2.5 hours after, our bodies are still burning energy. We're still burning calories. How amazing is that? Oh, I love that. And that's why I'm a fitness enthusiast, okay? Enthusiastic about the fitness weight loss, girl. Because I'm all about helping to build our self-esteem. What makes you feel sexy, girl? What makes you feel comfortable? Like, do something to feel good about yourself. And I really hope that you guys enjoyed the segment of the video. Again, if you're interested or want to just learn more about what's in that weight loss guide, again, it's called A Girls Club Guide to a More Sustainable Weight Loss. And I'm gonna be doing 4 more parts like this, and we're gonna be talking about it, and I'm gonna have you girls with me, and we're just gonna chat, girl. We're just gonna have chit chat. And if you have any more questions, please comment down below. Be sure to like this video. It tells YouTube that this is a good video, that you found this information useful, that you want more of this information. And again, this is just easy, practical, everyday information for a weight loss beginner. So fitness gurus, if you are here, comment some tips down below. This is gonna be a 5-part series, and I hope to see you in the next one, girl. Again, my name is Bianca. Please subscribe. I would love to have you a part of this community. I would love to have you as a girlfriend so we can chit chat, girl, home girl, whatever it is. Thank you guys, and all details will be below in the description box, and I hope you tune into the next one, girl. Bye.